What's up, Brozones? Welcome to the Ozone and welcome to another Gravity Falls video. Today is a big day because we have gone through pretty much all of the Book of Bill. I mean, we've gone through like a first kind of read through and we really enjoyed it, and then we decoded a little bit. And I know those videos weren't as popular, like they weren't as important either, so it doesn't matter if you haven't watched them or whatever. We will go over codes that we solved before, but I do have a notebook full of the codes that we've solved so that I don't get lost and just re-solve things. But we still have a few things that we're missing. Obviously, there is the that one cipher. It was very alchemy-esque. So we have an alchemy cipher, we have a color cipher that we don't know, and then we have the whole silly straws page. Every other code, I believe, has been solved. There might be one or two that I've missed along the way, but I think we'll get there eventually. But today I want to go through something that we haven't really been through or touched on at all very much, and that is the website. Now, people said to leave the website until I finish Book of Bill, and I guess it was because on the website you're going to come across things that connect to Book of Bill, so you kind of want to make those connections later on. From what I understand, this is an ARG, and an ARG is an alternate reality game, I believe. I know what an ARG is, I just don't know the actual definition, but it's going to include lots of different photos and videos and other pieces of media and stuff, and we've got to try and put together a story. So I'm wondering what is going to come out of this. I don't know what we are supposed to be solving, if you know what I mean, because we now know that Bill Cipher is technically still alive. He's just chilling out in Theraprism for eternity. So like what else is there to solve? I guess maybe some of the key backstory of like where Bill Cipher came from, his parents, stuff like that. I'm just wondering, like, what are we trying to solve here? So, as a little bit of a recap, if you go to the Book of Bill, and I have my Book of Bill IRL as well to hand, and if you go to this very page, you can see right here, it says, for more Bill Cipher press fun, visit thisisnotawebsite.com. And we visited this in the very first episode of Book of Bill, and I was astounded by how cool it was. If you don't remember, well, obviously you know because you are a Gravity Falls fan. But sorry, I need to turn my volume down just in case. You turn the lights on, and then you get all of this. And right here is going to be the key to a lot of the puzzle. I see here there are some symbols on the left. We got this Atlantis portal, which fits into the portal talk that we are having a little bit later on. Basically, Bill Cipher came to Earth, came to Gravity Falls, and he wanted for years and years and years, centuries, millennia, to build portals like this one. And there was even a mention of the Atlantis portal here. There was the Easter Island portal. So, like, this just fits in with that. And then what else did we talk about? McGucket. So, Fiddleford Hadron McGucket. I can't quite remember what this actually says, but dictation bot and stuff like that. Dictation. Dictation. This was the Cipher Opticon from the that one family who, were laughed at. If you're reading this, I'm dead. Kidding. Sorry, Stanley thought it'd be funny. Stanford Pines. Okay. But then you have this code here, which we haven't solved, so we can get back to that. Then what else? There's a code on the candle as well. So there is still a lot to do. And then we have the main event. Oh, we have the tooth as well. Get out of death free card. We have the main event, which is right here, and that is the computer. And so we're going to be typing codes in, and we're going to be wondering what the heck it's all going to mean. But I guess we should start with some code solving. I guess that's smart. So we've got this code, and I quickly want to decode it before we get to anything else. It's a right. What is this? I'm not seeing anything for this, actually. Maybe there's another code. which looks exactly the same. That's mad. I don't understand. Ah, maybe we flip it. Maybe we flip it. Can I flip horizontally? How do I do that in in Google Sheets? How do I flip an image? I just got to do it in frickin' Photoshop. Here we go. So I think this is more like it, right? So we take this, we delete the, how do I, what the frick is going on? So we have a U, and then we have a G. Maybe this isn't right. U, E, L. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. I love the little music in the background. That's amazing. A, D. No. A. And then an N is an S. Oh, Ad Astra. Yeah, it is. Ad Astra per Aspera. That's it. That's it. Okay, cool. So we sorted that one. I don't know why that one is reversed. That's weird. That's very weird, but, you know, it connects to Stanford Pines. That's his, like, his thing that he writes in Journal 3. It's also NASA's motto, I believe someone said in my comments. So that's really interesting. Then we have this candle, which is runes, I think. That is runes. It's just really difficult to see. I guess we can try and take a picture of it. I don't know how useful this is going to be. Oh my gosh, it's so difficult to see. So I'm seeing a V in there, which is going to be a U. And then like, oh, this one down here is an R. And then an upside down T is that? That looks like an upside down T. I mean, it's making something. I think that's an E. So I need the top one and the bottom one. Oh man, that's hard. I don't know. This bottom one looks like a curve. I guess when the lightning flashes, it's a lot easier to see. We got like a big curve. Like what have we got to work with? I don't know. Oh, from far away, it looks a little bit easier. Wait, I can zoom as well. Right, the top one is an X, I think. I think you can kind of see an X. So, but that doesn't make sense. I-us. We might have to come back to it. It might be cursed. Oh, actually, cursed makes sense, I think. I don't quite think the top one makes sense here. That's the only thing. But it could be cursed. That might be. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that as it is, and then we will leave it. We'll think about that one. Come back to it. Oh my god, I absolutely love this music. I'm assuming it's copyright free. Hopefully it is. That would be unfortunate. So here, I want to write all of the frickin' codes that we can find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, I'm going to say systematically, but it's not going to be systematic at all. I'm going to go through every character's name that I can think of. I'm going to go through place names I can think of. I'm going to go through significant things I can think of. And then, I mean, this might be split into like 2 or 3 videos. There's a lot to go through, I think. But I'm assuming each character is going to have their own thing. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of different codes throughout Book of Bill itself that we're going to need to put in. So we can just try it. So the first few that we know of already is hectoring. I'm not going to play you the song again, but hectoring gives you the song. Bill isn't. How does it go? Cipher is real. He'll cause Weird-mageddon. And then hectoring is one. Then we have Bill Cipher, so I can show you that one as well. When you type in Bill Cipher, Bill Bill, Cipher, you get... What? I could have sworn that last time we did that, we got a triangle. We got the triangle page. Did we not? No, I swear. Sorry. I swear we got triangle. Am I glitching? Okay, I literally made a short on it. I'm gonna go to the short. If I'm right in saying there's gonna be a lot of different codes that we can type in here, and it's gonna give us something. Like it might give us a note, or it might give us some audio. Wow, how smart of you, Ozone. So let's just do one more. Let's type in Bill Cipher. This has got to be one, right? It gives you triangle. Why am I getting the Eye of Providence? Hang on a second. If I reload, does it change? Bill Cipher.
Once there was a very jazzy
What the frick?
Who just loved to dance.
Okay. I don't know if we need to watch this.
As you can see, a triangle.
Sesame Street. Interesting. So, and it's going to come up with the same thing. What the frick? So, every time I reload, it's going to be something different? Oh my god. Okay. So, what we've now learned is that the same code can have multiple different... Oh my gosh, that's annoying because it's gonna take so much longer to go through every character. So that's that again. That's really interesting. Bill Cipher. Okay, it's just giving me Sesame Street now. So we've had triangle, Eye of Providence, jazzy triangle meets a square square. Okay then. That's Bill Cipher, I guess. So, let's go through some of the big characters, because we know for sure that a lot of the characters are going to be important here. And the first one I'm going to go through is Dipper. I'm just going to type Dipper, and then we'll type Dipper Pines later. Okay, so here we go. So, when we type in Dipper, we get a message from Dipper. Oh, no, maybe not. It says, Pine Tree, I'm so glad you found this message. Written in this book are secrets only you could comprehend. Written in our solar-powered ink. To train your eyes to see the ink, simply stare directly at the sun for 13 hours. No blinking. It's the only way, Dipper. If you want to if you start to smell your eyes burning, that means it's working. Right. That's dark. Look into the sun, Dipper. That is really dark. I like that. Okay, so that's just a message from Bill to Dipper. I'm assuming if we do it again... Oh! Oh! If you can still read this, then, buddy, you haven't trained enough. Back to looking at the sun, kid. Chop, chop. Those messages aren't going to decode themselves. Go, go! Oh my god. And again. Yo! Okay, that's 3 iterations. You've almost solved it. 4 iterations. Let's brighten this image. I bet... Oh no, that's just the window in the background. I bet there has to be something. Okay, Brighton. Okay, maybe not. You can see some of the colouring. I mean, actually, wait. I'm doing this a really bad way, but... brightness all the way up. Contrast all the way down. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see some of the colouring from the note, but there's nothing actually on the note. Okay. Fine. So that's... was that 5 times? And then it's just this. That's cool. That's a cool one. But if we type in Dipper Pines... okay, it's nothing different. Alright, so that's Dipper. Now let's have a look at Mabel. Oh no, what is this gonna be? A star. Wait. Lab now fully Mabelized. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, so we have like glow in the dark stars and stickers and stuff like that. Okay, cool. I actually prefer it like this. Did any of them do anything? Guessing not. Yeah. Lucky Charm right here. Okay. Alright. What next? Let's do... see, the thing is, I don't really know... like, will Stanley work? Brass knuckles for sale! Oh, this is gonna crack me up, man. Brass knuckles for sale. Oh, Alex Hirsch, man, you are the best. This is so funny. Why is there an eye here? Was that there before? Maybe not. Gold chains for old men. Okay, so just some eBay searches for that are appropriate to Stanley. Dogs playing poker. Wait. What? Why is this familiar to me? Maybe I've seen the art before. But I swear this was in the show or something. Maybe not. Well, obviously it was, because otherwise there wouldn't be a reference to it. I need to rewatch the show and remember where that came from. But I don't remember. 8-ball cane. 8-ball cane. Okay. What the frick? Oh my god, I am gonna have to blur that. What the frick? Why is it still on my screen? I don't... Male girdle. That was a, how can I put it? It was very phallic. Let's just put it that way. How long is this gonna go? We got a fez. What other things are on eBay? Colonel Sanders tie. Wait, this music, bro. Oh my god. I love this. This music is so good, man. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Shame. Bro, the music, I just can't, man. Okay. We got the King of Diamonds right there. Is that? No. Bro, I really want to know if I can, like, if these are on Spotify or something. Step right up. It's time to play my favorite game. Bootleg Sixer over here spent a lifetime trying to hide his humiliations, but I've been inside his mind, so now they're all yours for the low price of being my new pal. It's showtime, folks, and the only way to lose is to be named Stanley Pines. Click below to see what this mouth-breathing carnival barker has been keeping to the vest all these years. Brought to you by Shame. Shame, TM. It's the one friend who never leaves. Oh my god, I need to turn this volume down, even though it's the best music ever. Ex-wives wait. Click below to see what this mouth-breathing carnival barker has been keeping to the vest with... Wait! No way. No way! There's so much information here! Okay, I'm gonna circle this one because there is so much to go through. What the frick? What the frick? Okay. So ex-wives. My ex-wife still misses me. But he was getting better. Old Goldie from the episode with the animatronics and stuff. Vegas wedding to a cursed gold-toothed antique. Gold-toothed, hey? Marilyn fake name. Vegas wedding to a cursed gold-toothed antique. Same thing. Brenda Chuggins. Shack attraction for having world's biggest thumb. Carney tip. Never date your own freaks. She used that thumb to hitchhike off with Johnny Snakes 3 days later. Sandra Sweet Meadow. A kind, beautiful Amish girl who made Stan choose between her and his sinful gold chains. He chose the chains. Someone named Berlin. Stan has no idea who she is, but he found her wedding ring in the shack, lost and found, put it on, and it got stuck forever. Physically binding. It might be legally binding. His childhood poster of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. 8-year-old Stanley drew a ring on the poster and made 6 a witness. Natalia Annika Omnanov. Totally unsuspicious, tourist from a country that no longer really exists. She took Stanley's credit card and social security number while he was sleeping and still checks in on him via hidden cameras. Ah, love. Right. Right then. What are Stanley's fears? The IRS finding out. Seuss being the one to find Stan dead and taxidermying his body. Seuss would consider this an honor. The cops calling Stan's fingerprints unusually little. Betting Dipper in a poker game and losing. Aww. Word getting out about Stan's little fingerprints. People discovering that they're littler than Ford's. Stan being dubbed Baby Fingers Pines by the media and having to look into black market finger enlarging. That is weird. So, when we talk about Stanley's fears here, there's a very common theme. Stan's fingerprints are unusually little. So Stanley has small fingerprints? I mean, I don't really know. With things like this and with new ARGs, the first thing you've really got to do is you've got to analyze the situation, all of the evidence and stuff that you're given, and then you've got to, first of all, before you work out the story, you've got to work out the methods of communication that the ARG is using to tell you information. There's a lot of information here, and it is down to us to break down what is going to be useful to us in solving things and what isn't. And at the moment, I have no idea. That's the whole point. I don't know this language that this ARG is talking to me with. I just know we got to put in codes and we get out information. Whether it's useful information or not, I don't know quite yet. So Stanley has small fingerprints. It's a very oddly specific detail, one that I don't remember from the show, and one that is only just being brought up now in this one thing about 5 times, maybe? What is this? 1, and then 2, littler than 4s, I guess that's a 3. Baby Fingers Pines. Having to look into black market finger enlarging. Like, 5 times it's mentioned there, or in 5 separate lines it's mentioned. Really weird theme there, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Maybe I'm forgetting something or missing something. Secret shames. The time Wendy beat Stan in arm wrestling 3 times in a row. She never has to work overtime as long as she never tells a soul. The fact that no one came to his fake funeral except his mom and an IRS agent who whispered to the coffin, "This isn't over." The quick cash Stan made in 1975 posing for a hunky driver's catalogue that wasn't as tasteful and classy as the job listing made it sound was the baby mascot for the Fussy Boy brand Diaper Rash Commercials. Claims that was Ford. Writing his Duchess Approves erotic fan novel The Duke's Temptations at Ogglebottom Estate. Okay. Unreported crimes. There's so much here. The time Stan hit Toby determined with his car and just kept on driving. Illegally breeding wolves to create a super wolf. You should hear this thing howl. Pretending to be a veteran to get a discount on Pez, then having to invent an entire fake war in a fake country to keep the ruse going. Stan still has a "Remember Operation Enduring Excuse" bumper sticker and regularly updates the Wikipedia page for the People's Republic of Grunkle Stan. Shooting out the tires of the Mythbusters van after they exposed him for looking kinda doughy on tape. Selling his heart medication to children, claiming it was metal flavoured candy. Accidentally inhaling too much taxidermy glue, blacking out, and waking up to discover that he had somehow managed to rob himself. Still tracking down the lost loot buried by his arch-rival Glue Stan. My god. Failed products. The wishy-washy. I love all of the fake products. What is it? A sham? There was a total sham or something. There was the Cleanovac. No! The Cleanovac is Edwin from Secret of the Mimic. Oh my god, I'm getting them mixed up. What was the Hoover one called? Oh, it sucks. It totally sucks. I don't know. I can't remember. The wishy-washy, a washing machine that somehow makes your clothes dirtier. The counterfeit. That's funny. A rubber band you attach to your kitchen counter to exercise while doing dishes. Injury told 27. Welcome to Gravity Town. A cartoon show pitch which was unanimously rejected by every network for blatant Illuminati references. That's funny. I'm just gonna see. In the back of the book, it wasn't the back of the book. It was the cover of the book. I'll show you. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. This was a while ago, but I accidentally one day left this out in the sun. And it's curled over. It's literally curled over. But it's fine. I can, I don't know, iron it or something. I don't know what you do in this situation. But in this back, Alex Hirsch talks about, "Hi friends, I'm Alex Hirsch, creator of Gravity Town. And I'm definitely not possessed by a demon right now. Welcome to Gravity Town." Interesting that there's a connection there, even. I guess Alex Hirsch is the voice of Stanley, and also Bill Cipher, of course, and that's Bill Cipher possessing Alex Hirsch, if you know what I mean. But, like, I don't know, that's just a very weird reference. Flavoured lottery ticket. Turns out the kind of people who think they can win the lottery are the kind of people who ignore do not swallow instructions. Lawsuit toll 48. The sad sack. A burlap bag to cover your head so no one can see you randomly crying during the day. Cheaper than therapy. I need that, man. I need that. A soda called the Drippy Stanley. Ingredients: pine sol, wood glue, and expired suntan lotion. Seuss tested it and now he can't remember the year 2000. Right? Lowest moments. That time he somehow got an F- on a history test, which teachers thought was mathematically impossible. Philbrick made him stand on the lawn for 2 days holding a sign that said "Extra Stand, $3 or better offer." When 1998's best tourist traps in Oregon listed the Mystery Shack as number 99 below the world's beigest friend. The Mystery Shack as 99 below the world's beigest friends and the dog that might be thinking human thoughts. His birthday the year before he met Dipper and Mabel, no one came to Mr. Mystery's Mystery Age party and used wolf pelt sale. He'd spent hours writing comedy roasts of employees who never came, burned off one of his eyebrows attempting to make a cake, and drank the night away skeet shooting Six's old Beethoven records. The day after he met the twins, he overheard them debating whether they should escape out the window and report him to the FBI. Mabel shook a magic 8-ball and they stayed. Right. Stripping for edible flower in Tijuana? I don't know where that is, I'm sorry. Please don't make me elaborate. Right. Darkest thought. Pin all my crimes on Seuss. Holy cow. I'm writing that down. Just so that I remember that. That's awful. Darkest thought. Pin all my crimes on Seuss. And then finally, I mean, it looks like there could be more down here, but like, there's a very, very big gap between these. So I'm wondering how this is going to be different. How he beat me. He didn't. I'm still here, sucker. Right. So, of course, all of this is just Bill's view of this. This isn't coming from Stan or anything. But Bill has been in Stan's mind, so there you go. I love those poker chips with Bill Ciphers on them. Okay, enough of that. I'm sure you're done with that song as well. That was kind of starting to get a bit annoying. Okay, so that was Stanley. Well, actually, okay. So I think it's just the same thing over and over now. Cool. So that was really funny. That was all really funny. Now let's do... We're going to wait on Stanford. I feel like Stanford is going to be big as well. Now, let's try Seuss. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. This is a lot as well. Sup, dude? I'm not going to do my Seuss voice. Sup, dude? Seuss here. No, that is not it. Seuss here, or as I call myself now, Mr. Mystery. But I also call myself Seuss too, because that's still my name, dude. Okay, so first, the goss. Tad Strange is totally crushing on Woodpecker Guy. I ship it, dude. I ship it hard. Anyway, Mabel wanted me to write about the Triangle Guy. Dog, homie is bad news. Never trust a bro who can climb inside your brain. And his book is sus. Are you freaking kidding me? Bro said sus. I mean, of course, Seuss would say sus. But back in 2012, I don't know about that. His book is sus, and to be quite frank, mid. Alex Hirsch is down with the cool kids. I looked inside and just saw glitches in the words, he's uncorruptible. What's that supposed to mean? At least holding the book made me look kind of smart, so 1 out of 5 stars, I guess. Anyway, Mabel told me to keep it brief, which is no problem for me. I love brevity. I can't get enough of it. Being succinct is like super easy for me for some reason. I guess it's like a gift. Don't get me started on pithiness, let alone, oh, dang, I'm like running out of paper? Lol. That's what tape is for, bro. Solved. I swear I used this font once and this exact text. I swear I've written solved in this font before for a YouTube thumbnail. I swear. What were we talking about? It might be Chalk Duster. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, my life is chief proprietor, tour guide, scam imagineer, Mr. Pine's phrase, of the Mystery Shack. Running this place is an actual dream come true. To stop from pinching myself, I asked Old Man McGucket to invent a pinch bot, but then I got loose and went on a pinching spree and had to be put down. Wild times. What's the shack like without the pines? Well, it's got a lot more laser tag. And Questiony is back and more questionable than ever. Oh, I love that. Pants. Oh, yeah. Why did he ever need to be naked in the show? I don't know. Every day I get to regale the children with yarns of enchantment and lore, and Melody set up this dope train that goes through the redwoods carrying baby goats. We're doing like so good, knock on wood, but we're always saying jinx after talking and like anticipating each other's emotional needs. Might be some little Seuslets on the way. Wink. Wait, Seuss is pregnant? I mean... Freaking Melody's pregnant. Is she? Might be some... Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but I think Seuss is having a child. Mr. Pines is going to be away at sea for a while, but he promised not to send me any postcards, which meant a lot to me. Dude is a real one. Anyway, I gotta go get some lotion for my cheeks. Abuleta and Melody have been pinching at me at the same time a lot. And... sorry. And... it's starting to become a problem. Look what I gotta deal with over here. Sheesh. Stay cool, and if you're ever in Oregon, stop by the Mystery Shack to see the local world record holder for world's happiest dude. Me! Haha! Seuss, Mr. Mystery Ramirez. P.S. Don't tell Ford that I got pudding on his cursed book. Unless he likes pudding. Then tell him to lick here. P.P.S. Did you know that you can turn any spoon into a spork with a few simple adjustments? I'll show you how anytime, dude. P.P.S. If you see Bill, cover your head in tinfoil and bring some ninja stars and a bat in case he ever requires human flesh, or in case you see a piñata. Interestingly, he mentions the tinfoil. I seem to remember in Book of Bill, they came up with the tinfoil hat, didn't they? Wasn't there a tinfoil hat? And they said, like, wear the tinfoil hat and he can't get in your mind. It's really weird that, like, a tinfoil hat is the thing that blocks it. Where was that? I seem to remember it, unless I'm just thinking of, like, a dream or something. No, it was, like, one of these pages, wasn't it? On the left, I think. They mentioned a tinfoil hat. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think it was. Was it here? Oh. I don't remember. But yeah, there we go. So Seuss's we've done as well. That's interesting. Just a note from Seuss. It's really sweet that we can type in every character and get a little bit more closure on each character and like what they're doing after the show and stuff like that. It's really cool. While we're at it, like there are going to be loads of characters that I completely forgot about, and honestly, I was never going to type in Melody or Abuleta. I have no idea why, but like they are big characters towards the end, right? Well, not really big characters, side characters, but like they didn't mean a lot to the show. They didn't do that much. So let's type in Melody and see what we get. Nothing. That actually surprises me. Abuleta. How do I spell it? Oh, we forgot to try out Seuss more than once. I'm assuming nothing's going to happen, yeah. So, where is Abuleta? I don't know how to spell Abuleta. Abuleta. Oh, it's because it's Abuleta. Abuleta.
Hi,
Best
welcome to my
freaking reference ever. That is so funny. I actually can't. I vacuumed the walls. Oh, that's so funny. Abuleta, best vacuum for walls. Let's retry this as well. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm sure I'm going to miss so much by not like repeating. Okay, I think it's only one video. And then if I try Seuss again, yeah, it's just going to be this. Okay, fine. That is so funny. I'm really surprised actually that Melody isn't one of them. That is her name, right? What I'm thinking of. I'm assuming so. I just realised it says Book of Bill down here, and there's a volume button down here. I didn't realise that. Okay. So that's those characters. Let's try Wendy. What's up, cursed book? I've got a totally legit way to ward off evil triangles, and I wrote it in the bottom right corner of the book. It's totally worth it, I promise. Stay cool, dork. Wendy. I love that. Wendy owes me a punch now. Or Wendy... I owe Wendy the right to punch me or something? I don't know. Joke note. Okay. Let's see if there's another one. I don't think so. 3 times the charm. Okay, fine. So that's Wendy. Let's try Manly Dan. Bit rogue. Was that not his name? Dan? Okay, maybe not. Okay, next up, I'm going to try Gideon. Sweat-resistant bolo ties. Right. Okay. Funny. Gideon. Sweat-resistant. I don't know what a bolo tie is. I just realized as well, is all of this going to come up in my search history? Oh, it's like one of those things. Okay. Well, that makes sense because, you know, Gideon owns one of the... He had the pendant as well. Although I don't think that was the same thing. Okay. Let's try again. What else? Anything else? I kind of expect more from some of these. Like, surely there's more for Wendy and there's more for Gideon. No. No more for Gideon. No more from Wendy? No. Okay. Alright. Well, some of them are just going to have one. Others are going to be more important. Like, Stanley we had so much for. And I actually really wonder what Stanford is going to have. I assume it's going to have quite a lot. We're going to get there in a minute. I want to save that one up. Let's try out Robbie. Oh, how cool. How cool. Okay. So, text messages. Okay. So, instantaneous message. We got XX Robbie VXX. And we got Thompson 4 in red. Oh, oops. We still on for 9. I got a video camera and the spaghetti and Nate gave me the night vision goggles. I'm going to catch that evil triangle in a sack and get its 3 wishes. No, they're trying to capture Bill Cipher. That's interesting. Oh, they think it's a genie. That's funny. Thompson says, I think you're mixing up demons, genies, and leprechauns. Hey, who's the goth here? You or me? Have you seen how pale I am? Anyway, I need you to give me a ride. Okay, just remember if we see the demon to treat it like a bear attack. Lay down and cry to assert dominance. Thompson, were you born lame, or did you become lame gradually over time? Born, sad face. Should I bring salt? Born, sad face. Should I bring salt? Dark spirits are repelled by salt, right? You just want to eat a big bag of salt, don't you? If you keep insulting me one of these days, yes. Amazing. Okay. And then 12:13 p.m. Robbie says, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, did you see that? I'm gonna throw up. Bill was real. He showed me how I'm gonna die. I get mistaken for luggage and placed in an airplane storage carousel. I die in a skateboard accident. Wait, that's pretty cool. Choking on a tiny toy skateboard. Oh my god, gross. I just threw up my hands. Aren't you wearing gloves? They're fingerless, idiot. We can't tell anyone about this. This goes to our graves. You'll delete the video, right? Oh ho ho, Thompson will bide his time. Thompson will bide his time. Sure, Robbie. That's so funny. Wait, so is Thompson being possessed by Bill here? I'm wondering. I'm going to write that down. Thompson possessed, question mark? You can kind of see, like, when it changes. Like, if you keep insulting me one of these days, and then, like, Thompson would never be like that. He's so kind. And he's deleting it, of course. Oh ho ho, Thompson will bide his time. Thompson will bide his time. Sure, Robbie. Yeah, like, this is Bill Cipher talking. This is Thompson talking. Interesting. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's such a cool photo. That has to be the thumbnail. that just has to be the thumbnail of this. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Cool. So we've done Robbie. Now, I mean, let's try Thompson. Right? No, nothing for Thompson. We're going to try Nate. I just saw a Nate. Okay. I'm just wondering how deep it's going to go, but it doesn't look like it's going too deep into like specific characters and stuff. You know, this is very rogue. This is very out there, and I'm really concerned what this is going to say. But I'm going with Tad Strange. What the fuck? Why was it just a picture of someone cutting bread in half? No! No! Why? No, I don't want this. Oh my god. Okay. Weird. I guess you could say that is a little bit weird. Bread, loaf, cutting. That, okay. I mean, that was what I was least expecting. I'm going to keep refreshing the page just so that we aren't missing any other Easter eggs. I'm wondering if you, like, do it a certain amount of times, like, if it's like a 1% chance or something that something different will happen. Like, wouldn't that be insane? I bet there's one like that for Bill, Cipher, and maybe even Stanley. Okay. So, Tad Strange. Cutting a loaf of bread. Got it. Other characters. I can't think of any other characters. This is a sign of me needing to rewatch the show, of course. Let's do Philbrick. I'm not impressed. Whoa. Okay. Anyone else? Obviously, there's loads more characters. There are so many, and I've got to try and think of some rogue ones. We're gonna go with Dippy Fresh. Burger King Kids Club. Cool. So that was the inspiration, I guess, of Dippy Fresh. Dippy Fresh, Burger King Kid Club. Any more? No. No, it's just the same thing. Once again, we try again. And we get the same thing. Okay. You know what they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Okay, so we've done Dippy Fresh, the most important character. What's her... Well, Lazy Susan, that's her name. Really? I thought we would have gotten, like, a picture of an actual Lazy Susan, like the actual equipment or something, but we didn't. Okay. Anyone else important right now? Oh, of course, the rest of the Zodiac. So we have two more, I think, at least. So first of all, we have Pacifica. I am excited for this one. Here we go. I love Pacifica's handwriting. Ew, you want an autograph? Like what? I'm even supposed to write to a stranger? Sorry, you're not me. Pacifica, this is to warn whoever finds this book not to make a deal with Bill. Remember? The pointy jerk who made you dress in a potato sack. Ugh, fine. Listen, anonymous dork. Everyone knows that triangle goblin or whatever is a massive psycho who gives me the ick. His dumb little catchphrases are honestly embarrassing. And how much you want to bet he practices those intros in the mirror? Try hard much. If you're looking for someone to worship so bad, I'm like right here. Follow me on Platinum Paz for makeup and quail hunting tutorials, if you're cool enough. I know my parents had a bunch of tapestries and junk with that triangle on them, but me and a friend threw all of those off of my yacht into the lake. Which friend? Doesn't matter. Why are you so obsessed with me? Stay jealous. Pacifica Northwest. Aw, how cute. Just a note. Just a note from Pacifica. Okay. We could also, I mean, let's have a look if there are any more. Nothing too interesting. Preston, northwest. Nothing. Just Preston? No? Northwest? Okay, fine. And then as well, we've got McGucket, which I don't really know how to spell. Okay, there we go. I want to play this, but I've been in a long time, though. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, cool. Okay. McGucket, Cotton Eye Joe. Right, fine. Any more? Oh no, this is gonna repeat. Get out, kitty. Right. So McGucket is Cotton Eye Joe. Of course, that makes total sense. What else would I think? So who else is in the Zodiac? Is that everyone from the Zodiac? No. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. But I can think of Grenda as well. Nothing for Grenda. Candy? No. Okay. So nothing for Candy or Granda. We've done Pacifica, McGucket, Philbrick, Dippy Fresh, Tad Strange. We've done quite a lot, to be fair. Are there any more that I can think of right now? I want to type in the name of that long name of the guy. What was his name? Ivan. I forgot his long name, but he had like a really stupid name, and I wonder if you type that in, you'll get something from the Blind Eye Society. Which actually, we should type in Blind Eye. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, so Blind Eye. So you get this eye test. That's what it's called. Then you've got a color cipher, which I am going to circle because we don't know how to solve it. Although, no. I was going to say maybe this is the cipher, like this is the key. What happened? Oops. I messed it up. No! What happened? Oh, I know. That's a funny joke. That is so funny. If you try to zoom in, it will stop you because it's an eye test. You're not allowed. I swear to God. Okay, fine. So I can't zoom in, but I have good enough eyes. I have 20/20 vision. WKH boo VHH WKH boo DOO VHH WKH boo VHH WKH boo do VHH WKH boo VHH WKH boo do VHH. What does that mean? I mean, I'm gonna write that down. WKH boo do VHH. I wonder that what I don't know what that means. Like it could be a Caesar cipher or something like that. We can come back to that because there's a color cipher here anyway. So when we come back to the color cipher, we can come back to that as well. I'm also wondering green, red. I don't know. Because I'm wondering like how we're ever gonna get the key to this color cipher. Like, will they just tell us directly, or will it be something like this where we get the green, but you have to assign it to a letter? Like, would green be W or something? I don't know. I'm confused on this. But that was a good one. Blind Eye. So we'll keep that one in mind. I am writing all of these down, as you know. So there you go. Let's type in Gravity Falls. Never heard of it. And then the other one I want to do is Alex Hirsch. Flannel. Of course. Is it just going to be flannel? Of course it is. Let's do something a bit more rogue as well, like the Owl House. Like, this isn't a Gravity Falls thing, but No, I was wondering if because maybe Alex worked on it, like if that would be a reference or something. There might still be, like if you type in one of those characters, like Hootie. No. Okay. So Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch. Any other like meta ones? I can't think of. Let's type in Gobblewonka. Really? That actually surprises me. Oh, Schmebulok. Really? Oh, I spelt it wrong. Schmebulok. Okay, maybe not. Ah, come on. No Oracle? No Oracle? Okay, this has got to be one. You ask a lot of questions. Oh, for God's sake. Axolotl, you ask a lot of questions. That's quite funny. No more for Axolotl? Okay. That's quite sad. What else could there be? I'm trying to think more like meta. Journal 3. The journal for me. Okay. Interesting. What about like film theory? Film theorists? Matt Pat?
Hello, Internet! This time, you're on your own. Good luck.
How freaking cool! That's so cool! They got Matt Pat to cameo? Oh my god, okay. You're on your own. This time, you're on your own. And again, there's codes and stuff there. I'm assuming it's nothing.
Hello, Internet! This time,
You're on your own.
good luck.
Good luck. Anything? I do see something, but I think it might be Matt Pat who's created it. Anyway, you're on your own.
Good luck.
That's so great. Okay. So we've done that. Let me get Cotton Eye Joe out of my browser. Any more? We can't do like gold chains. Goldie. No. I'm just trying to think of some weird things that came up in the show. Like you have the gnomes, you have Gobblewonka. What about like Sherlock? No. Pizza guy? I don't know. Okay, Dorito. I'm just thinking. This is creepy. Oh my Jesus Christ! You can't do that! You can't do that to me! You can't do that! Oh my god! I jumped out my skin. Okay. So Dorito jump scare. I'm not doing that again. That was creepy as hell. It's just the same thing. Okay. I'm just trying to think of like jokes that were in the show, like the ladder jokes. I don't know. That's so rogue. Is it a rock or is it a face? Grappling hook. Some of these I'm actually quite surprised about, but like at the same time, what would you do for that? Okay. I think it's time then. I think it's time to type in Stanford. Let's do Book of Bill first, actually. Book of Bill. Hide it under shirt during Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, yeah, we did this one before, didn't we? Okay. Book of Bill. And that Pledge of Allegiance is something that that was talked about in the hectoring song, right? I think it was like because it's a very like religious driven song, and there was like a pledge of allegiance or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Right. Let's type in Stanford. This might not be anything big. I've just been leading up to it this entire time, but it might not be anything. Stanford. Yo. Okay. Interesting. So Stanford. We seem to get an X-ray of his 6-fingered hand. Voluntary discharge. Really? Okay. Case report. Name Stanford Philbrick Pines. Date of birth, the 16th of June, 19... Of course they hid that. Yeah, they hid that because they don't want to tell us. Age 18. This is when he was 18 years old. Eyes brown. Diagnosis ambidextrous. Senary polydactyly? Are you kidding? That's not another mug thing, is it? Oh my gosh. I am so done with the mugs. I'm going to have to look up what senary polydactyly is. I think that's just going to be... I imagine that's just having 6 fingers, right? Isn't it? Maybe? Photo... What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Stanford performed extremely well on reflex, cognitive, IQ, and every other test we could think of. We even tried giving him a placebo, and he tasted it. Lorem ipsum. Was that just a mistake from whoever made this? That's like the default text. Okay. Default text. We tried giving him a placebo and he tasted it, chuckled, spat it out and said, "Oh, please." That's funny. A placebo is like, it's like a fake pill so that people think that they're having the real pill, but obviously nothing is actually happening. So it's kind of like, it's testing whether people are feeling better because they feel like they're feeling better, or people are feeling better because they are actually... that like the medication is actually helping them. So it's like distinguishing between the psychological aspect and the biological aspect of tablets and stuff. He tasted it, chuckled, spat it out and said, "Oh, please." That's why it's quite funny, because he knew it was a placebo. When you take them, you're not supposed to know it's a placebo. That's the whole point of a placebo. It's the placebo effect. Then he amazed the team by playing Flight of the Bumblebee on the piano in our lobby. Honestly, I can't call this a disability. This is a hyper ability. He did finger puppets depicting the sinking of the Titanic and everyone was spellbound. We might be looking at the next evolution in human species. That's really interesting. If I could kidnap him and bring him to our secret cloning lab. Whoops. Haha, I've said too much. Finger donor. That's creepy. Where did that come from? Why is that a thing? This is like an actual case report. Why is that there? They want to clone him because they think that Stanford is the next evolution of human species. That's really interesting. Is that all that we have? I bet that's all that we have. Stanford. Huh. Okay. I'm going to type in portal and see what comes up. Portal.exe has been deleted. I bet you could build one. Okay. Portal.exe. Interesting. I think this is Bill talking to us. And Bill is like, Portal.exe has been deleted. Please can you make me another one? Or I don't know. Okay. So what I think is now smart to do is actually to go back through both Journal 3 and Book of Bill and just kind of go there for inspiration of what to type. So here, I mean, book of journal 3. There's going to be a lot here because, of course, there's a lot of different. There's a lot of different creatures and stuff that are laid out in this book. One thing I want to try that I haven't tried yet, and I'm surprised I haven't gone to this yet, is Cipher. Oh, it's just the same thing, I think. Cipher. Okay. Oh, there must be more there or something. I'm not sure what to do with this information. Whoa! I typed in Ad Astra per Aspera. Okay. That's cool. Ad Astra per Aspera. Alright. So, we have this. Whoa! Okay. So we have, from this, Cipher's corpse, which is creepy in enough of itself. So, Cipher's corpse, and we have more pages as well. This is really cool. Okay, Cipher's corpse. I spent yesterday with Mabel applying spells, curses, and unicorn hairs to the base of Cipher's remains. Mabel is taking her role as my Cipher Defense Squad assistant very seriously, but asked us both to wear witch hats for some reason, which I happily obliged. I have always seen Dipper as cut from a similar cloth as me, but I'm delighted to report that Mabel has a vibrant, curious mind well suited to discovery and adventure. Anomalies are indeed present at the site of the statue. Nearby, shadows stretch into triangular shapes, compasses point directly away from Cipher as though he is the anti-north. There is no sound, not even not even birds will come near. Stupid Stanford writing. Mabel, perhaps sensing my unease, threw an impromptu eulogy for Bill, which involved a lot more sock puppets than you usually expect at a funeral. Goodbye, Cipher, you are dead, blown up by my grunkle's head. Too much power hurt your soul, reincarnate as a vole. Amen. Oh, Mabel. Radiation fluctuation. Triangular spots on mushrooms, okay. Ooh. Souvenir pen, question marks drawn towards statue. Weird. Wise words from my assistant. His funeral gave me a bittersweet sense of closure. How strange it is to look back on it all now. I once considered him the center of my life, the sun in my galaxy, when all along he was a black hole sucking everything right into his bottomless ego. In this statue, the lost, sun-bleached husk of a powerless, forgotten failure, or a warning of something sinister yet to come. You tell me, dear reader, what do you see when you look in Cipher's eye? Ad Astra per Aspera, Stanford and Mabel Pines. No way! I like sweaters, and writing in my diary too. Cute. Okay. That's a cool one. I love when you type in something like this and it gives you something, because it feels really rewarding. And it makes me think, like, if we decipher this on the candle and write it in here, maybe that will give us something, and it would be to do with, like, runes or candles or something like that. Really interesting. Alright, Ad Astra per Aspera. And then there are a few things I want to try, actually. So Zodiac is one. No. Shaman? No. What else did I want to try? Ah, Trembly must be one. No? Quentin Trembly. Maybe not. Oh! For God's sake.
How did I get inside this computer? How do I get out of here? Bill! Bill! Let me out!
Bill! That was Weird Al, of course. Alright. Great performance. I love that they got some IRL people to do cameos here. I just wonder what else is going to be. What about Alex's sister, Ariel. No, Ariel Hirsch. No. That also surprises me, again. There are a lot of things here that surprise me. What about the name of that band? Or Mermando? Mermando. See, more and more characters are coming to me now. What are they called? The boy band. I've completely forgotten. You got Probabilitor. I'm thinking too deep about it, I think. Ooh, what about all the symbols on the zodiac? Let's do pine tree. That's interesting. Shooting star. You have the llama. Ice. Heart. Wow. I can't think of any others. Glasses. Yeah, I don't think any of them are. Okay, that's unfortunate. Mothman. I see a lot of these, surely they can't be. What about Steve? Please. Okay, that would have been funny if Steve was one. Invisible Wizard. I don't think it will be there. But we can try. No. What about the Hand Witch? No. Okay. You gotta make sure. Leprechauns. Stomach-faced ducks. Oh, the bottomless pit has got to be one. Really? Oh, there's two that I've just thought of. Oh my god, what were they? Oh, okay. Trust no one. Not there. Interesting. This one has to be there. If it's not, I'm going to be so surprised. Weird Mageddon. Really? Now that does surprise me. Oh my gosh. Toby determined. Restraining order. Okay. And then one that I cannot believe I didn't think of is Blendin. Time agent lost and presumed incompetent. Okay. And then, of course, with that, we have Time Baby. No. Wow. Again, it surprises me. It really does. What about Chandra? No. What's this guy's name again? I always forget for some reason. I don't know. I don't think that will be one. Gideon, Wendy, Aoshima. Mad. Smile Dip. Ooh, I actually have an idea. What if I type in all of the people from Theraprism? What if I do that? Oh, this actually might be a bit creepy. If it's gonna be something, it's gonna be creepy. So Theraprism page. So from the top left to the top right, down, and then you know what I mean. From the top left to the bottom right, we have Sphere Monger. No. Eternal Law. Bill Cipher, we've done. The Logic Cube. Nope. Paingorius. No. This is unfortunate. Jessica. Shadorg. Mr. Silly. And then the one that I really hope is one is the Beast. Damn it! I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, what are we supposed to find? What are we looking for? I guess that is just the big question that everybody has, right? And I respect that I am one person here, and there's a whole community out there that took quite a while to solve all of this. So I am not going to be able to do all of it by myself. I'm doing all that I can. I'm going to try and find any leads before you guys tell me. But I'm just trying what I think, like what I can think of. I don't know, like would Olaf be one? I remember that being a character in Book of Bill. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure. What's the name of the second Dipper? Because we have Tracy. I mean, we can try Tracy and Quattro. Tracy, oops, and Quattro. What's the name of the second one? Oh my gosh, it's Dipper. Oh, what's Dipper's real name? Mason. Hey! Oh. Okay. Smart. So Mason. Okay, so Grunkle Ford taught me how to do anagrams, and I'm starting to go crazy seeing them everywhere. No! No! But obviously, this is like the I Grow Maddened thing where it says about anagrams, and so there's going to be an anagram we're going to have to solve. So, anagram paper. I wonder if we'll be able to solve this. I'm starting to go crazy seeing them everywhere. Maybe it means nothing, but maybe it means nothing. Means something, Dipper. Can you figure out who these anagrams are? Who these anagrams are? What do you mean? Can you figure out who these anagrams are? Nerds past info. I steal pennies. Gould declares feeling. Stern net worth POS. So fiercest alpaca within. Impressive. The boy is better at these than I ever was. Perhaps it's time I share with him my cryptogram codex. What the frick? What is a cryptogram codex? Okay, I'm gonna keep that on the on my paper. Nerds past info. I don't know. This has got to be Stanley Pines, right? There's no Y. But there's a Pines in here, right? Pines. E-N. I don't know. That one's not Stanley Pines, unfortunately. But it's really close to Stanley Pines. I steal pennies. Can you figure out who these anagrams are? I don't really know what that means. We'll circle this one because that one I feel like we'll have to go back to. That one seems important. I'm unsure. What was the name of the second Dipper? Sorry, I have the hiccups a little bit. What was his name? Oh my gosh. Tyrone. That was his freaking name. Tyrone. Here we go. Wait. Okay, that's paper shredded Dipper or whatever. Okay. So you type Tyrone in. Oh, paper jam Dipper, isn't it? Paper jam Dipper. I mean, it's probably not going to be anything. But if we type in paper jam Dipper. Oh, you get the same thing. Well, that's quite cool. Okay. Ooh, Rumble McSkirmish. Here we go. No. Okay. Fine. Fight Fighters, maybe? No. Alright. I just have to accept that some of these just aren't important at all. What about Konami? I mean, I assume not. Again. Yeah, I don't know. Summerween? That could be one. No. Input for Diffany, it's input deleted. AI antiviral activated. Right. Interesting. Wait, there's a second one. Warning, secondary firewall breached. Okay. Fatal warning, system under attack. Okay. And then what's the next one gonna be? Is it gonna be like a Giffany jump scare? Seuss, I still love you. We will be together. Seuss, I still love ya. Okay. Now downloading girlfriend. This action cannot be undone. Oh my god. It says, I'm never leaving. Wait, what? Wait, is this safe to download? Do I want to download this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. So here is our folder. We've got some... That is so cute. Oh my god, it's just a load of Giffany sprites. I have to use these. Okay, so it's just loads of Giffany sprites. And then we've got a text file as well. And I wonder if the text file is going to say anything else. No way. It says, I'll always be with you, Seuss. I can't quite see it. I can't quite see it. Which one is it? Which one of these sprites is it? Is it... I think it's a different one. Although it doesn't even look like Giffany. There's a bow in, of course. What is going on? This is like some, well, I was going to say some ARG kind of stuff, but this is ARG. It doesn't quite look like Giffany. It looks like something else, but I can't quite see it. I mean, it looks like a skull in a sense. I can't quite work it out. I don't know, but that's quite cool. I like that they've integrated something that you download a zip folder and it gives you Giffany sprites. That's a really cool one. Zip folder sprites. Okay, I like that one. That one's cool. Giffany, GIF. Infinity Pizza, Love Potions, the Love God. I don't think that'll be anything. Demonic Vengeance, Spectre. Pacifica's Blood is Blue. Classified. I'm back. Ah, such a cool page. Totem Pole, My Brother Stanley, Mystery Shack. Seuss, Wendy Corduroy, Mabel Pines. I love this. Lollipop. Oh, one of my favorite jokes. The Rift. It's an isn't it? Damn it! Don't give me false hope. Okay. Infinity-sided die. We've tried Probabilitor. Okay, let's try some of this stuff. This will be interesting. The Nightmare Realm. The Nightmare Realm. It infuriates me how long it takes on the first try. Okay. Refugees, travels, wanted poster, the M dimension. Surely if we type in M, it's not going to be anything. Lotacron 9. Oh my god, this is infuriating. Come on. Okay, it's not a thing. Okay, I've gone through every page of Journal 3, and I've put the ones that I think... I've done the ones that I think are ones I should do. I should try Stan O'War. I don't think it will be anything. yeah, I don't know if I have to spell that correctly or anything, but I'm assuming it's not going to be one. Pit cola, no. Yeah, I'm just kind of coming up with things as they come to me. I think I'm going to leave it there for now, though. I think one thing that's going to be better to do next time, and there'll be another episode of this for sure, but what we're going to try and do next time is we're going to try to do, we're going to go through Book of Bill, and we're going to see if we can find anything in Book of Bill. We're going to take Book of Bill a little slow as well, or slower than what we did with Journal 3 today. But we're going to go through Book of Bill, and we're going to see if there are any words there which make any sense to type in here. Now, this has been a very interesting episode. I keep seeing this text up here, and I really want to know what it says, what its relevance is, whether I should type it in here. But yeah, there are a lot of things left to do. There are a lot of characters that I've missed, of course. But, you know, this has been very insightful today and a lot of fun, actually. I really, really enjoy it. As I said before, it's really satisfying to type in, like, ad astra per aspera and get out, you know, a few journal pages. Like, that's just so cool. But mainly, like, next time I want to figure out what I'm doing here. Because right now, this is all really cool. I'm just a bit lost, if you know what I mean. I almost don't know what my objective is, if there is one even, or if it's just like continuing to put in random things and getting things out. But I'm wondering if like if I type in color, it's doing the stupid thing again. Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering like if there's something specific, like really specific in Book of Bill that I need to type in to get your color cipher and etc. Like, how do I navigate the ARG, if you know what I mean? And I'm still trying to figure out how to understand that communication. I'm still deciphering this whole website, really. But this is a lot of fun. I'm sure there is a lot to go, and I am sure that there's a whole ARG ahead of me. But this has been episode 1 of looking at thisisnotawebsite.com. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.